I'm here on an afternoons and to speak in your favor. It takes me nothing to come here in the afternoon for all that you have done for me and continue to do. The blessings I receive every day, despite the challenges. I count my blessings one by one, and I'm very grateful for the blessings, as small and humble as they may be. I'm always grateful, and I ask that you always do the same. With that being said, let's get this show on the road. Well, it's the Christmas season. Some people refer to it as the Yuletide season. And a lot of traffic, a lot of shopping. Well, I don't know where the traffic is coming from. Because if people don't have money, as they say, and already we are seeing the type of traffic. St. James a couple days ago, what it is? Tuesday, Saturday, Friday, even Monday, St. James, traffic like peas. So much traffic that drivers were saying to you, they are not going into St. James. They are reaching as far as the roundabout and turn back. So a number of persons had difficulties who were going into St. James itself to get taxis to get to their homes. Shagona is no different. Early morning, 8:30 in the morning, traffic like peas. Well, what can I say? I'm happy that folks still have the financial wherewithal, the financial power, so that they can move around and purchase the little items that they need for the holiday season. Because I know despite COVID, a number of you are still going to be celebrating your Christmas, if not in terms of visits by friends and family, but in terms of cleaning up your home, still changing your curtains and your bed sheets, and still inviting the spirit of Christmas into your home with the black cake and the punch of creme and the food and the drinks and what have you. You are still preparing for the Christmas. And let's hope that you remember to put Christ in your Christmas. Okay, so as I promised, I will continue the conversation today with respect to what's happening in this country. Of lately, there has been an upsurge in violent crimes against children and women. Caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Miss Davy. How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Well, Miss Davy, strange things, eh? What a coincidence, yes? Last week or a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about the Venezuelan situation, eh? And then I heard that this gentleman in Venezuela is not, they held the parliamentary election. I don't know if you heard that, Mr. Guaido is out. They vote him out.
Opposition?
Right? Well, from what I heard, I think somebody called Pastor Google some time ago, and they said they hold the parliamentary election and they win a majority.
Wow.
So I don't know if it affected Guaido. So I'm not too sure you can verify it, but what a strange coincidence. But what's so funny about this whole situation, Miss Davy? This thing coincides with the opposition refusal in passing the anti-gang legislation. And helter skelter, everybody going helter skelter. And if this is the precedent, well, boy, I am frightened right now. See what the time about the traffic building up in St. James? Remember, we
I'm
still under
listening.
COVID restrictions in Miss Davy.
Mm-hmm.
And I just hoping people didn't drop the ball and go gallivanting and they catch this deadly virus. This thing is not easy, so I don't want to have a spike in the coming days. Next thing you know, we're on lockdown again.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to tell people to be very vigilant. But Miss Davy, it is hypocritical. You know, I wasn't surprised that the lady won the interim elections. You know, that was a foregone conclusion. Pastor Varn had no chance of defeating her because he have his own issues of himself. So that is foregone. But like I say again, sympathy is a hell of a thing. You have to be in the people's shoes to experience that. Sympathy and empathy is two different things. So this thing I'm saying, my condolences and stuff like that. That is just sympathy. You're not feeling people pain. You're like empathize with the people and them, Miss Davy. And I know how that mother feels. Right? And I think I have a next case too. I'm not too sure about that. But like I say, Miss Davy, it is hypocrisy to the highest level if the opposition had passed those decisions because at one time remember these same people who was against the Child Marriage Act. Remember that? And also the so-called sex registration thing. Not they talk about rights and stuff like that. That that is going on in different in the developed world
Interesting
where your
that you
names
would.
open. So to hear the stripper talk about the person right, what all they have to hide? This is real
Interesting.
nonsense.
Interesting that you
Yeah,
would bring back the issue of child marriage
yeah, yes. And
because
a religious leader who passed
be,
away.
because I recall that the
Yeah,
opposition under Kamla Prasad Bisesa,
and a leader and a Hindu leader.
right,
Mm-hmm.
apparently the UNC had given
Yeah.
um, to the Mahasabha leader then the assurance
Yes.
that they will
Yes.
not support the act.
Yes.
And there was a fallout between Satmaraj and Kamla
Yes.
Prasad Bisesa because
Yes.
he didn't expect them to go in the
Yes.
parliament and
Mm-hmm.
support the bill.
Yes.
However,
Don't forget. Yes.
however, interestingly,
Yes. Yes.
there was an absence of an individual from the parliament on the day that vote were being cast. You recall that?
God.
Do you recall that?
I recall that.
Okay.
Most
I'll,
of them
I'll
who
look
is
for that. I'll look for that story and see if I can bring it back sometime during
Sharon,
the
don't
course
forget.
of the program.
Don't forget. Not only the mass about what against. There were certain Muslim groups too who was against it. As a matter of fact, there was one person. I don't want to call his name, and they were justifying it because something about it was protect. So, I don't know some justification about marrying people at underage or some crazy justification. But you see where we're coming from. But there are certain people who have fetishes out there, right? And it was discussed long time over the weekend. And unless we target that main issue because it's a broad scale problem, Miss Davy,
Mm-hmm.
it will continue. It will continue. So I don't know.
Okay, caller,
I
thank you
don't know.
very much. Can always call back. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm going to continue the discourse, and of course, Small Dread will join me at some point so that we can get a youth perspective on what's happening. But let me just remind people that at no time are we justifying any form of violence against women on the basis of how they dress. That is not what we are doing. However, it would be remiss of me if I sit here and allow a conversation to go on about what's happening in our country with our women and with our children and not bring some clarity and some truth to what's happening. You see, the act is one thing. The act of rape in particular is one thing. But we must understand that for both the perpetrator and the victims, that we are all, or they are all, however you want to put it, victims of a system that pushes the wrong values or value and spiritual value system in our country. So, some of you might not agree that the perpetrators are victims themselves, but I agree that they are victims because I understand what is happening to them and to the would-be victims and the would-be perpetrators. I understand it is because of the wrong values set by society. Society has to take blame for both the perpetrators and the victims, the would-be perpetrators and the would-be victims. And let me explain what I mean, because I don't want to have people confused. And I know there's a lot of people out there who's going to say, I am not to blame. But let me tell you, we have a system that allows the wrong kind of music to come through the airwaves for our children. The wrong kind of music. That's one. Two, we live in an era that is driven by information and technology. And coming with that is a number of gadgets, let me put it that way, gadgets that young children have access to and do not have parental control, guidance over these gadgets. So let's take, for instance, the music. You have a young man working taxi. And whether it is through the radio or his CD, from the time you board the taxi, the music is as such that it only preaches violence. Whether it's to gun down a brother or to ram it in she hole. That is the kind of music that a taxi driver and passengers have to listen to every day. Imagine you listening to that every day. You know what happened? It becomes you. You know the saying that if you tell a story long enough or tell a lie long enough, it becomes true because you hear it so much times. That is like the music that our young people have to listen to on a daily basis. And you're a taxi driver, you're listening to this. You have young girls coming into your vehicles. You might be very well tempted to play out what the music is saying to you. And then as a society in the whole, we have agreed and we have accepted this kind of music. Nobody says anything. Imagine you can be held before the court for using a particular language. They call it seditious. But we'll be back.
Things for Christmas, boy, how you gonna get your things? Let me tell you, join this thing, boy, just dial 800 gift. Call me 800 gift to get your things for Christmas. Hey, COVID come and interrupt, but the food it cannot stop. To make sure it continue, and stand the parents so soon. No two people, but if you want to invest, this is what I have to confess. Bring a bottle of fresh ginger beer. You go get a bottle of rum. A bad cake if you put it here. You go get a whole lot of ham. Some are real and if you come in, it's two chicken and it done clean. Cornmeal once it looking well. You go get a bag of pastel. Hey, this is the parent susu. This is the parent susu. This is the parent susu. What we go do parent susu. This is the parent susu. This is the parent susu. So what we go do. You don't have to wait too long. 2 months now we going strong. Guarantee you get your hand, but you need to understand. No two people. Payout is we Tuesday. We stopping a week before Christmas. And if you bring a case of shandy, you get you bottle of Henny. A 6-pack of beer could get you plenty. A nice big butter ball turkey. And a biscuit and a chocolate. Put in a pin that you're leaving with. What potato put in your house. Bring a bowl of chicken foot sauce. Hey, everybody parents susu. This is the parents susu. This is the parents susu. How we go do parents susu. This is the parents susu. Sing great is the parents susu. So how we go do.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
This Christmas, it's crucial that your micro, small, or medium-sized business stays connected. With one of our tailor-made internet packages, you can stay connected whenever you need to for your many needs with unlimited internet and Wi-Fi access. Plus, you get 24/7 technical support and a dedicated account manager to guide you as your needs evolve. Starting at only $155 per month, we make staying connected affordable. So whatever your business, there's still time to get connected this season. Call 224-G-DOT today. Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives.
Supermarket. This is IWER George, Cleaver Road and environs. Put food on your table, ADC is affordable. Put food on your table, ADC is affordable. The best price with a wide range of snacks and sweets. Eat Friday, Market Saturday, big specials and alcohol. Located at number 4 Cleaver Road and environs. Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. Put food on your table. ADC. We have free delivery. ADC have real good prices, boy.
The
Gospel of the Kingdom radio program with Gilbert James is now on the Street 919 FM every second, third, and fourth Thursday from 8 to 9 p.m. and every first and third Sunday from 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. Monday. The Bible says, the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world as a witness to all nations, and then the end shall come. For more info, call 652-0924 or 298-4540 and join us every second, third, and fourth Thursday from 8 to 9 p.m. and every first and third Sunday from 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. Monday for the Gospel of the Kingdom radio program with Gilbert James.
Hi there, I'm Lester Suglal, inviting you to join me on the first, second, and third Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the fourth and fifth Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
Better vision for your physical eyes, and through the eyes of faith, let healing arise in your mind, body, and spirit. At Natural Healing Ministries, we teach kingdom principles for living that brings the blessing of God to your mind, body, and soul.
NHM Professional Associates are located at number 10 Moody Stewart Street, Monterey Post, San Fernando. For more info, contact Dr. Desmond Phillip at NHM on 349-3494.
NHM Professional Associates can be heard live on the Street 919 FM every Saturday from 9:05 to 9:55 a.m.
Everybody, come on. As we bring down the curtain, we want the Lord to cover us tonight.
Yes, sir, Sean Daniel here, talking about Wednesday, the 9th December, and telling you season's greetings, man. IWER George and Funny TNT say is virtual praises from 6 p.m. Wednesday, the 9th December. When you come in, call your neighbor, bring your bottle and spoon. And if you want, you can go to Facebook at IWER George, Instagram at IWER George, and YouTube at IWER TV. Come in, man, bring your friend, bring your neighbor. Season's greetings, virtual praises. Sean Daniel says so.
Streaming live on Instagram at IWER George, Facebook Neil IWER George, and YouTube IWER TV. It's IWER Stage.
Celebrate the 30th anniversary of Cost Cutters, where you get more for 10. Western coconut milk, 4 packs, $10. Smart Choice powdered soap, $10. Pringles, 2 for $10. Catelli small elbows, 4 packs, $10. Potatoes, 10 pounds, $10. Condensed milk, $10. All-purpose flour, 2 2-pound packs for $10. Cost Cutters, where you get more for 10.
Livette HFB Spa now offers the most advanced non-surgical cosmetic treatments available today. It's now possible to achieve surgery-like results for facelift, tummy tuck, and breast lift in just 1 hour. The best part is it's pain-free, no downtime, and it's a fraction of the cost of painful surgery. You can also treat your double chin, cellulites, back fat, and more. Look it, feel it, Livette. Call now, 674-5015, and come in for free assessment. Livette, perfect health discovered.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ailing, you can get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, break into the host of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God, God's word, direct from his throne room, in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. IWER George on Instagram. Share the live. IWER TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Get some yes money, chin want some yes money, but you bet spread and in loans for the dead money, but this Christmas.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You are listening to the program JUJU Love. I have with me, well, before I say small dread, I had to get a little, introduction. Yes, a young man who is my friend and colleague. I can safely say that now because we are operating out of the same building, the same studio. Small Dread, no stranger to 91.9.
Afternoon, everyone.
Welcome.
Yes, man, thank you.
Right.
Always
Okay,
a
so let me
pleasure.
continue where I left off. You wanted to say hello to the listeners before? Anything you wanted to say?
Yeah, afternoon to everybody. You know, there's Small Dread live on the radio on JUJU Love. Me and Miss Juliet Davy.
Right.
Yeah, man, you go ahead. Yeah.
Right. So just before the ads, I was saying to people that the music has a lot to do with the negative influence on our young people. And I was raising the issue of the law with respect to statements that someone can use. Like, for instance, the statement that Abu Bakr had made with Zakat and the statement that Watson Duke made about stoning the plane.
Right.
And the statement that
Like threats and things.
make. Right. You get in the pit here. You can be arrested for making those statements, for inciting violence and terrorism and all these kind of things. But whilst that is, we continue to hear over our airwaves very similar language through the music. Gunman in Chihole, ram out Chihole, killer N, and a boy go dead.
And fully evil.
And fully dance. and six foot under. And
If I was to give an explanation to this, right? Because a lot of people will argue that not because you listen to that kind of music means you wouldn't necessarily do it. And the whole thing about it is the negative, the full negative impact is not towards the right thinking person. It's towards the person who deep inside really want to do it, and that just triggers it. Listening to that kind of music just triggers it.
And I'll tell you, whoever says that, something is wrong with them. They need to get some teaching. Because what you feed the mind is what the mind is going to produce.
True.
Right? So, and the Bible told us, bring up a child
The way it should go.
so that when he becomes an adult, he will not depart
From it, yes.
Right? The Bible also told us in Proverbs, I think, 13 something. I can't remember. Let me not try to quote my Bible. Try to play Pastor Johnson and Pastor Charles. Spare the rod and spoil the child. So I am again going back because I don't want people to misunderstand what we were saying yesterday.
Oh gosh, for so they did.
With what
For
we were
so
saying
they did.
about the risk
As
factor
soon as
and
you
about
leave.
doing the right thing.
As soon as you leave, a woman call. I call to both of you. And let me tell you something, eh? You see, what are you talking about there? That is wrong. That is victim shaming. Ting.
That could never be
You understand?
shaming. Let me tell you, Small Dread, let me tell you. I can sit down here as a grandmother and speak the way I'm speaking because I'll tell you, I've had several experiences and let me share it with people. One, during my younger days, I didn't like myself. I was slim.
Right.
And I consider myself to be sexy.
Right.
And all I used to do is wear half-naked clothes. Anybody who know me from my young days will tell you, the smallest piece of short pants, I have it on. Belly outside, I have it on.
Right.
Even when I reach as old as over 40, my belly still clean. It's still clean up today. I was fortunate to be one of those women who childbearing did not disfigure your body in that way. And I don't want to even say disfigure for people to be offended by it.
True.
Right? But because of, I can't find the appropriate word right now. And so I took advantage of that when I was young. And one day I saw advertised Miss Ebony. Well, that is me.
Yeah.
So I want to go in that. So I registered to enter, going to the competition and whatnot. And one of the criterias is that you have to take out photos of you in the Punch newspaper, right?
Oh shucks.
to promote the
Yeah.
show. Well, I young and I naive and I innocent, and that's why I tell people perpetrators of crime are also victims, Some of them, Right. And so I did what I had to do. I went to the Punch and do my photo shoot, and innocently. Next thing, when the pictures come out on the papers, if you see them pictures, small dread, ranchy pictures, dread, No, innocent me, I didn't understand the pixel and wherever in camera and how when they shoot it and they zoom it up
Right.
and how they will make it look. Me know all I know they choop and they snap it out.
Yeah.
Maybe when the pictures come out, you will swear. And then it went all over because it's Punch, and everybody buying Punch, Punch was the local Playboy.
Right. Yeah. It still kind of is for those who was reading it still.
But a lot of people believe that I was a Punch pin-up and whatever. I was not a Punch pin-up. I took those pictures
for
as
the
part
competition.
of the
competition.
Right. And that they said that was you had to do. Right? And I am an adult today, a grandmother. And I've lived to regret that. I've lived to regret that. Right? So I can sit here and I can tell people. Let me tell you about another experience I had. Tell you about two other experiences. An adult working in the Ministry of Culture. Daphne Phillips was the minister at the time. She had a Christmas line at her home and she invited the staff in the ministry. If you see a girl, man, still young and sexy, man, you see me in a nice gold dress. If you see that gold dress, and it's short, mini. I'm going to pick up my girlfriend, Martina Chochelal. She was working in ministry too. She told me to come out and to meet. I don't know if it was her mother or her aunt, whoever she was staying by. When I come out, here the woman, your mother allowed you to come out the house dressed like that?
Oh, them thing does sting. Yeah, them thing does
You see, I'm saying these things because we are lying to ourselves. Too much of double standards and hypocrisy.
You wanna know what is one of the biggest issues with situations like this? An older person would say, yes, I was so, but I have regrets. A younger person would say, you were so, let me have my regrets too.
Okay.
But the thing is, you're not guaranteed to get old.
But not only that, the era that I was living in, when I was showing off my body and whatever, and the era now are two different eras.
Yeah, things are a lot worse.
People would have seen me and that's it. Nobody wanted to attack me for it. But because of the information and technology age that we're living in, and they're presenting women as sex symbols.
Yes, all over.
And what have you, and the media is dominated with sex. Even the cartoons,
yes.
even the cartoons of our children.
Everything.
The era is completely different. Right? So there's a number of dynamics that we need to bring into the narrative and the conversation about the violence against women. We need to bring those narratives into the conversation. If we don't, our young people would not know what to look for. They would not know what the dangers are before them. So we want to send them out in the world Right?
You know why it's a major contributor to violence against women? Those any medium that preaches like a easy life, then like say you get sex from the woman easily, she cooks, she clean, these kind of things, and then when you go home now, you expect the same from your woman, and you don't get it. You know that rage that build up inside of you. It is a contributor to it. It's a contributor to it.
There's a lot of contributing factors to where we are right now, and to my mind, the state has played a very big role.
Yes.
Because nobody's putting a check on the music. There used to be a check on our music long time, you know. Certain music couldn't have come through the airwaves long time, you know. Your music would have been banned.
Wow.
Calypsonians were banned in this country. Now I'm seeing people singing songs with a lot of violence in it.
For true, yes.
Nobody's saying anything.
The kid Callaloo and thing from long ago was banned.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Nobody is saying anything. Nobody's checking it right now. So it's like a runaway. Look, let me go to the lines. Caller, good afternoon and welcome. Not there, the person dropped off. Let me tell you something, eh? This morning I had a very big argument with my little son before I left home. I went in the bathroom and I saw the laundry turnover. But before I left, he said to me he wanted me to take some stuff to the laundromat for him. So I left home and whatever, to make a long story short. When I returned, I see the clothes basket turnover. So I shout out, Jabari! When he answered, I say, what is up? I started to make a whole set of noise.
Yeah.
When he came upstairs, he said he didn't do it. I said, you didn't do it? So how come this like this and you just, it's you are that started, I tell him it's you. Because remember, he was just asking me, so I said he probably was searching
for something,
the clothes that he wanted me to take to the lunch. So we ended up in an argument. Very big argument, the both of us. And we started to talk about respect and whatnot and whatnot. But to make a long story short, in my time, corporal punishment was in play. It was okay for a parent to beat a child, school a child. And in the conversation, the argument with him, I had to tell him some of these things. I even told him, I said, let me tell you something. My mother gave me a cut skin when I was about 17 years old. She beat me naked as a bone with a piece of cable wire. Naked. When I didn't get the lick so, I couldn't put on clothes. Because remember, my back wail up and bruise up. Blood oozing. Cable wire, Brent. I'm dread. Cable wire. And naked. And guess where? In the public.
Naked in public.
And I told him, I said, let me tell you something. As old as I am today, I am not angry with my mother for doing that. As a matter of fact, what she did has done a lot of good for me. I say, and as old as she may be and as old as I am, I will never disrespect my mother. We have in our society the wrong value system. We take out corporal punishment from the schools. We take out religious education.
Some schools don't even pray, like have a morning prayer on grace before meal. Some schools even have that.
And so when you see young men taking young girls who can be their sisters, their daughters, and perpetrating the kind of violence on them, you have to understand that that is the devil. That is evilness.
You saw the video the other day when the fella hit the girl with the was a piece of wood or a pipe or something. He actually run she down. Now I studied the amount of rage he had having here. He run she down maybe about from here to by the door. That's how, and with a big piece of wood and hit she. And she dropping her.
Well, let me tell you. Let me go a little add to what you're saying there. I'm saying the signal. In Jamaica recently, gunmen went and gunned down a grandmother, a 6-year-old and a 10-year-old. And you know what was the story coming out of that? One of the 6-year-old tried to get away and ran. You know the gunman ran down the 6-year-old? That sounding normal to you? That is because the lack of religious education in our value system and corporal punishment and what have you. Folks, keep it locked to the street. We'll be right back.
Now, this is a story about my friend named Annie.
And press the one.
Now, she just make the best phone in the world. And you know I have
screen, right? Press the one. The number one. The number one. Now, in between the two screens. You see the screen where he's dancing, right? And you see the one with you, right? You see the ladder have 1, 2, 3, 4? Go down a little bit, go down. Right, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Press one.
You know I love that to eat.
Right.
So grate the cassava and make it sweet.
Take off your name.
She get my pastel.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
She get my sorrel. I don't want that. She get my black cake. I don't want that. She get my fried egg. I don't want that. From the bottom of my heart, your phone is a work of art. So just bring out the phone, don't play like you're smart. I come for the phone, honey, honey, where the phone? Just give me the phone, honey, honey, where the phone? I love to eat phone, honey, honey, where the phone? I just want your phone, honey, honey, where the phone? Just give me the phone, 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 phone. Cause I want that alone, loan, 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 loan. Anytime that I call, bring it, I go eat all. She bring a big piece of food. The thing look brown and nice, so soft and chewy. And you could smell the spice. I take a little bite. The girl, she start to shout. Don't play your bashful boy, put the thing in your mouth. She get my white talk, I don't want that. She get my country, I don't want that. Johnny Walker, I don't want that. A glass of vodka, I don't want that. From the bottom of my heart, your phone is a work of art. So just bring out the phone, don't play like you're smart. I come for the phone, honey, honey, where the phone? Just give me the phone, honey, honey, where the phone? I love to eat phone, honey, honey, where the...
And that's the voice of Rome and Annie with the phone. Yes, bring out the phone.
Cause I want that alone, loan. Anytime that I call, bring it, I go all. Just answer your phone, Annie, when I come for the phone. Can't leave you
Some of them try to shake me, but a man even calling it man. I agree with what you're saying, but it's not all women. I find a black man do it. I find the Indian women does look better in the short pants and things. I say, what?
Why be basic when you can be Ellie Fancy? This is not another online clothing page. This is a tribe of trendy, cute, and flirty clothes. Make your selfies perfect, hit your angles, and smile in our fun pieces for all occasions. At Ellie Fancy, we promise good service and timely delivery at a great price. Shop at Ellie Fancy. Go follow us on Instagram at Ellie_Fancy TT. That's at Ellie_Fancy TT. Welcome to the tribe.
This Christmas, give someone a Shamir Spa Christmas gift voucher or gift set. Make them feel nice. Visit Shamir, Trinity Mall, Mid-Center Mall, 23 Cipriani Boulevard, 25 Robinson Street, San Fernando, and Long Circular Mall. Call them today, 285-9053, or order online at www.shamircaribbean.com. Merry Christmas from Shamir.
Christmas safety tips. When decorating for the Christmas season, please be guided by the following safety tips. Use only approved lights and no more than 3 strings linked together. Make sure there are working smoke detectors in your home. Never use candles to decorate your Christmas tree. Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission, the power to make it work.
Do you feel that your restaurant lacks an online profile that can attract foodies to your business? Then you are in luck because Global Galaxy app brings you the perfect solution. You can attract customers using photos, menus, special offers and discount vouchers through our free application. Aside from your customers being able to make table reservations, our app also covers the delivery requirements so that you can cater orders to be delivered all around USA, Canada, Australia and Caribbean. Connect with our website, a directory for restaurants to enlist their names on a global platform. Connect with our directory website www.globalgalaxy.co or download Global Galaxy app today. Stay tuned for Phase 2.
Hey kids, want to start a business? The ABE endorsed Kids MBA will help you to develop new business ideas. Learn about sales, marketing, pricing, setting up business structures, contracts and legal obligations. It features a Shark Tank event where kids pitch their innovative business ideas to investors. This 2-week online program is ideal for kids aged 11 to 17 and it is very interactive and practical. Register for our free online information session on Saturday, December 12th from 10 a.m. Contact CTS College at 671-2551 or email study@ctscollege.com.
I remember when communities worked together to take care of each other. So imagine if we all did our part to protect each other from COVID-19. Wear a mask in public. Stay at least 6 feet away from others. Stay home if you are ill. Wash your hands or use hand sanitizer. Cover your coughs. Don't touch your face. And clean, then sanitize surfaces that you touch. I am doing my part. Please, do yours. A message from the Ministry of Health.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. Or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Ease the tension. Say yes to Agricola Credit Union loans promotion. Get up to $15,000 for computer, laptop, or internet bundle. Interest rate less than 1%. Get up to $100,000 for new members or members who have no loans. Interest rate just 1%. Yes, up to $300,000 for building purposes. Interest rate 1%. Agricola Credit Union nationwide. Port of Spain, Arima, Marabella, and Tobago.
Silver's ring, are you listening? Showrooms filled, products glistening, a beautiful sight, big savings tonight. Standard is a discount wonderland. Need a fridge for your kitchen, brand new bed. Standard's listening, great prices you see, best in TNT. Standard's got the best sale in the land. With the My Terms payment plan, you save more. You decide how you'd like to pay. The lowest interest rates in the country. At Standard, it feels like a holiday. Still bells ring. Are you listening? Come to Standard, where it's happening. Our prices been cheap. Best sale of the year. Standard is a discount wonderland.
Finally, a line of baking products that caters for the gluten-free, cholesterol-free, egg-free, and dairy-free person, enriched with sesame, flax meal, and chai seeds. Also try our line of seasonings and spices that are ideal for diabetic, kidney, heart, colon, and hypertensive persons. Perfect for the whole family. Healthy O, the healthier way to go. Find it in a supermarket near you.
Share the law. Share the law. live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Welcome back. So we continue to take your calls. Getting on the conversation, I have with me today Small Dread. And let me just apologize, Small Dread mic was still on. And we were having an off-air conversation, and it would have come through during the art segment. Sorry about that. Need to pay attention to those things. Caller, good afternoon and welcome.
You know, the problem with modern people. We get so intelligent and education, right? Now it becomes a problem. Because in school, we used to have to say grace before meals, you know, and pray in the morning and pray when you leave in school in the evening. But now, when you're studying different religion now, so Christian school can't have the cross. Is a problem. The cross is a problem. Yeah, the cross is a problem. Because Muslim and Hindu and Chinese, everybody want their own symbol. They're studying God. Symbol they're looking for. Yoga, everybody want their own symbol. They're studying education. And they're studying God. And they wouldn't send their children to VBS in school. You know, that's a problem. So it's an evil society. Everybody kill one another. What they do.
And you know what he's saying there, that's so true because you know you cannot go in one of them Muslim countries and make noise and say you want a school with a cross or not, but them just come here and be doing them kind of thing. I doesn't understand, huh? It's like who we fear.
That's correct. And with the absence of God in our life, man does have no fear. And if you don't fear God, if you don't fear God, how can you fear man? And that is what's happening with this new generation of people.
Well, one of the major narratives nowadays is I don't fear nobody. I don't fear nothing. You know? We heading into that I's my own man, I independent. That kind of folly, you know. So a lot of people have this thing where they feel they could make it on your own nowadays, and you know you don't need to pray, you don't need to. I remember once talking to this guy. He said, "Your Bible tell you." They are talking. He said, "Your Bible tell you you're made in the image of God. That means you're a God. Why you have to pray to God to get you a phone? Why you just don't go and buy the phone?" That is the way he thinking, right? That is like what in his mind. So he asking me that. So I stop. I think about it. It shake me up a little bit. Hey, press space bar. Yeah, it shake me up a little bit. And then I say, you know what, boy? But I make peace with it, you know? I make peace with it and I say, it's nothing you could do about that. It's just how some people that think like that. But for the people out there who might be confused about that, right? Just remember, God does give you life. God does give you the power to do things. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So do not fool yourself into thinking you don't need God. If it's right there, you could grab it for yourself.
I'm happy that you said that. Because in the argument with my son today, I had cause to tell him. I said, let me tell you something. Because you're 20 years, you feel you're a big man, and I can't tell you nothing. I said, let me tell you something. It's not simple as you think it is. I say your existence comes from your generation, your great-grandfather.
Yes.
Your great-grandmother, your grandmother, your grandfather, and now your mother. I say, you're walking and you're going every day. You're being protected. You're coming back home safe. I say you think it's just so? It is because your grandmother home. And while she's home, she's praying. Your grandfather home. While he's home, he's praying. Your ancestors live a life that was pleasing to God. And so that it passed down to other generations. That protecting you. The good your parents do. So when you tell yourself you're walking every day and you're going and you tell yourself it's you, it has nothing to do with you.
It have not, absolutely. I like to think about David. David is David from the Bible. He's such a... Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on, caller. You go ahead.
He's such a good example to things because...
Hold on, caller.
God did favor David so much. And when David sinned and the lady made the child, right? Good David pray, he cry, he beg, and God still take the child. So don't feel is oh, God bless me and it's my blessings, and don't feel it so at all.
Caller, good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon. Smarty, I'm glad you remember the licking you got yesterday. I'm glad you remember it. I put him across my lap and I stand.
Yeah.
Yes. The reason why I did that is because I find in Trinidad today when somebody dies or gets murdered, we just always try in some way to technically blame the person. I just find that was really offensive as a woman, because trust me, I just read and follow international news. And do you know in South Africa they just rape babies thinking that it will cure AIDS?
What?
Wow.
Yes, in South Africa they does those things. They rape babies thinking that cure AIDS. Some propaganda was spread in the 80s. And they have a cultural thing where they rape babies that have nothing to do with their dress. Pakistan and India, as I repeat it again, they just wear clothes long to the toe. They can trip over the clothes and they just get raped. What happened in India, the Dalib tribe, the Dalib caste, they believe that they are less than humans and they just rape them. They used to Latin America rape black people just one pee and them throw them over cliff. If black people are less than humans. These cultures, when they do research on rape sometimes, this is how some men feel about women. I can imagine he doing her that and calling her obscenity's name, because sometimes these people feel that women are nothing. So culturally, we have to change and believe that women are somebody and they should be treated like that.
And that is why we say it's a value system. If the music is telling our young men every day that women are hoes, what do you think they're going to be raised with? The mentality they're going to be raised
because
with?
Because they're calling a hole and bitch and thing. Why do not that I believe that? Because they believe in that. They sing songs like we evil, we just kill people.
Yeah. Yes.
A whole community shoot them in a group and go on. I know all these. I just play them thing just to hear what these people and them just sing. There are no editing. I believe there are no editing at these stations because they are big money making out of these gangs and molding these youths and them mind in this way.
True.
If you're watching new stations now, we're coming out. They're investing a lot of these young people and the party atmosphere and dressing and gunman and them invest in that. So it's a kind of science running on your mind there. They know what they're doing. We have to know what we're doing. This lady removed corporal punishment from school and replaced it for nothing. They remove religious teaching in school and replace it with nothing. They don't want to talk about sex. By the time you turn on your TV, your computer,
cartoons, your children watching cartoons.
Cartoons, yep.
Your phone, even cartoons.
You see what we no longer...
gay and all of these kind of things. So if you don't want to teach your children about sex, and they can turn on the phone, and sometimes these same game sites have porn sites linked to it.
Yes.
If you don't want to be teaching your children, nobody can teach your children about sex the responsible way. It's not how to put up your foot, it's how that your body is a temple, and how your body develops. You can even teach it in the biological way. A woman could understand the value of making a child. A man could understand a woman's body and the kind of things that is good through as a pregnant woman. All these things that they teach them that in school. They will honor a woman and treat a woman with respect. But when you say no to this and no to that and have no solutions, it's monsters you will get. And you see, you had two partners. He could have called you two partners and a busy Sunday where you're supposed to, your belly's supposed to be full with macaroni pie and big chicken and big Sunday. He called you to tell you, look how this girl here come and rape this girl. He could have told you something and called you to do that. You're supposed to hit the two lash and carry him in the station.
I just wonder how them conversations just go, eh?
Yes, go on. Yes, no, we're listening to you.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, you go ahead.
I just can't believe it that you call me for my busy schedule if it happens, because I believe it's a plan thing. You can't call two friends just one tell two friends come, let's have this girl get a rape. They're mad.
Yeah, that's sick.
It have people in the community knowing some people doing these things, do that type, He can go and tell the girlfriend or whoever in his company that he do that, and I'm going to ask, where for the body? Okay, no, you should not play it.
No, Kola, I will tell you something, with regards to the people in the community knowing. Now, I that close to my heart because a situation happened by me, right? And the guy, we call the police and whatnot, but the police come, they just take statement, but nothing really came out of it. So I would see that guy every day, well, whenever he passing, and I would see him. But there's nothing you could do. If it no,
my place get break here. I know the whole community know who break my place. Everybody laugh and continue to go with them.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But I want to tell Trinidad and Tobago, especially Trinidad, because Tobago, they just call a thief when they see a thief in the community. You know? They don't call them no thief. They don't call them a Michael Red Scale Wall and call them all kind of fancy name and monkey and all kind of things. Then they call them a thief. I want to tell Trinidad, because a friend of mine with the basement about the SS, I said the like job thing like that, alleged that. I don't care. I said, well, here what? Drugs has come with a full package. It has come with the drugs, it has come with marijuana, cocaine, plus the guns, plus murder, plus rape, plus, and the rape, sometimes these drug dealers are different with the 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds and impregnating them. It has come with all that. It has even come with human trafficking. Here what she tell me, well, nah, I don't know part of that. I say, well, that is why you should let the investigation take its place and hush him out. Sometimes we are just like wrongdoing, but we don't like the finishing touches, what it is caused. And this is what goes on in Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay, leave it there.
That we turn our back to, the marijuana and the black, then the cocaine, then the guns, and he's a big gunman, and that we just turn our back too much of that. And then we have to accept all the ugliness. Do not accept it this time for us to put our foot.
Thank you very much. Leave it there. And she came right back to where we are.
Yeah.
Back full circle, the value system.
My main thing is, yes, something have to be done. Yes. But until something is done, you have to protect yourself. You have to do something.
Thank you.
Until something is done.
Thank you. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah, my money again. We live in a mad society, you know. If your child pass for one of them in the school or Muslim school, and you go up as a Christian in church, you know you force to see them first. Which one? But that could be right. The children are supposed to be, if you come from a Christian background, so you go to church, right? And you go to a Muslim school, that Hindu school, you're supposed to refrain from saying them first, you know.
Yeah, they does make them say it. They does make them say it.
How that could be right,
They does make them say it.
You know, you talk about David. You know, the star of David should be on the police cap, right?
Yeah.
You know, they get on and they ball on the place and so kind of racial discrimination. You know, they change it. They change it to the commando dog. How that could be right? Something much better. Them feel this is India and Africa. This is a Caribbean country, a new people, an English Caribbean country we living in. I tell you that she can't do it for one day. I said, a dunce boy.
Thank you, madman. Thank you.
I did raise that point,
Small dread, let me tell you something, You know, it's another big contributor. Our value system has emasculated men, you know.
True.
Our value system.
True.
And they have now put women as leaders of our household.
They promote strong women and men should cry. And another thing I really hate is to see all in them comedy and thing, men in dress and men feminizing themselves. You ever watch them local comedy shows on them? The Larry Joseph and all them thing? I just be disgusted to see that, you know. Them always in something short and the shaking up themselves. And I sure it harder ways to be funny.
Caller, good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Sister Juliet. Good afternoon, Small Dread.
Good afternoon, Mom.
You know who's speaking there?
Your friend from Arima?
Yes, darling. Your friend from Arima.
Okay, man.
You know what I have to say this afternoon? I play music in this country. Over 30 years I play music. I was the first woman DJ.
DJ, of course.
Country. And I never ever catch myself playing any kind of vulgar music. It's not vulgar music. I used to play Jimmy Cliff, Gregory Isaac, Eddie Lovett. This is the type of music I used to play. I never catch myself on the vulgar side playing music. You understand? I hear some kind of music what they're playing right now. I don't even know if it's music or what they is. You understand? But at the same time, But I have to say, even though the young lady had on a short pants and three-quarter pants, what kind of pants? What they did to her was a
No, we're not speaking, Gemma, we are not speaking about any particular individual. We are speaking about a dress code, and that the dress code can pose you risk. That's what we are speaking about. So don't tie up anybody who was a victim to what we are preaching. All right.
I understand what you're saying about the dress code. I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying at the same time, even though she have on a short pants.
No, who is she? Who is she? Who is she? I don't know who you're speaking about. We are not referring to a victim.
I didn't even see the picture of who they alleged.
Okay, Gemma, you're not understanding what I'm saying. Okay, Gemma. Okay, Gemma. Thank you very much. I don't think Gemma understood what I was trying to tell her. We are not speaking about a victim here. We're speaking about that we have to cut out the double standards and the hypocrisy. We have to instill, and let me tell you, this is particularly for our African women.
Always.
And our African men. Because on a scale from 1 to 10,
we're doing it more.
We, the Africans, are doing it more. So we are the group that we have to target and educate.
And for the people who would say things like, we always hating on ourselves, no, we just want ourselves to do better.
We want ourselves to do better. Nobody, none of them is not going to fool me. You see all this nonsense about take a dress, how much you want, nobody not supposed to do nothing.
Yeah,
none of them not going to allow no girl come for their son and they seen her dress like that. None of them. But yet still they're telling you, so what me if a dress so? But they're not going to accept your daughter for their son. And that's the reality. Yeah. So let me stop playing the game. That's why I said it's the hypocrisy. It is this here, what this challenge of violence against women, violence against children. This is plain, and clear cut, This is the lack of a proper value system. The lack of the state to enforce certain rules and laws. Like, for instance, with our music. You can't tell me that if I say shoot down a plane, you arrest me for seditious language. But you have on our airwaves every day, polluting the minds of the children. Shoot a end, kill a boy, bury him 6 feet under. And we're not putting a check on that. And then when something happens, we talk about people could do this and people could do that, and it doesn't matter. And they can't. Come on. Hello. What you put into people's mind is what they will live, what they will breathe, and they will sleep. Caller, good afternoon and welcome.
Afternoon to the panel. Let me tell you something. You see your dress code? It defines who you are.
Exactly. Let me be honest about the whole thing.
Long ago, you had church clothes, you had party clothes, you had in the evening you clean up, you had the clothes to put on in the evening. You understand? You think I have 2 grandgirls that any one of them could step out a line.
You telling me? You telling me?
Up. What is that? What are you?
Hey, yes.
You understand? Yes. You can have when you're well groomed and brought up, they see it in you, They see it in you. I don't care how old you are, and I don't care what is the dressing code or however it's
Precisely.
You have to let them wonder that dress. You know?
Oh gosh, yes. Yes.
What under there?
Yes.
When I started to put on weight, I started to put on a long t-shirt, or I stopped wearing shorts, like, the shorts, and I stopped wearing shorts high up. You understand? I wear quarter shorts. I wear a t-shirt over whatever jeans or whatever I put on. But I see big, thick women put on weight and all the tires, that is when they start to to back and cut it, and all these tires, and oh God, it's disgusting.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
darling. Thanks for the show.
Yes, thank you.
Hey, the direction of fashion just putting in less and less clothes.
And you know what's sad about it? It is only one group of people being targeted by this. Because when you watch the other races, the women dress very modest. Very modest.
For true.
All this thing about urban fashion and all that sort of nonsense, and we degrading ourselves as a people. And you telling me that we carrying on this kind of conversation, and people are still saying that it is okay for somebody to dress how they want and walk on the road. Nobody has no right to interfere with them. Come on, we need to do better than that. Good afternoon and welcome.
Yes, Juliet, and also a lot of people don't go along that road. You could be in disagreement with you. By telling you, what's me? You see women who wear the skimpy short pants, right? And all the breasts and things showing. That's an avenue for men to hold them. I'm not tolerating the kind of thing I say they should do it. You know, TNT like to misguide and...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's an avenue for them bad boys and they fix you up and kidnap you and rape you.
If you could tell somebody, don't put on your big gold chain and walk down Charlotte Street because you will get robbed. Why you mustn't tell a young woman, do not put on that short skirt because you pose a risk
you
to yourself.
exposing all that gold. All that gold around your chest, they like use this big boy. And look, they kidnap a man here, just for his teeth. He have about 8 gold teeth. They have about $80,000 there. He good, that good for him. They kidnap him back for his mouth later.
I wanna make a point. So something that now come to me, literally now come to me. Imagine you have a son, right? Well, you have a son, but I just saying you have a son, and your son, it have this woman, it have people in the neighborhood. It have black people, Indian people, whatever. The black women and them, they dress in a particular way. They only dressing skimpy, everything, because they're telling themselves, I independent, whatever you want to say. Wherever you want to see. The Indian woman a little more modest, and the Chinese woman, well, you know them though. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Your son is gonna grow up thinking, okay, black woman, sex, Indian woman, modest, in between, Chinese woman or whatever other race, yeah, that's good woman. Cause he go and think of black women as always skimpy, always like. Go ahead.
And I'm happy that you said that because I said it yesterday. It is part of the slavery that we move from chattel slavery to now mental slavery. And the people who continue to buy into this are African people.
For true.
It is part of our destruction. And you know what? They have their big time intellectuals on the side.
Yeah, with the ones that are studies.
Why we degrading ourselves and they're helping us to promote the music to degrade ourselves and to kill ourselves. They have intellectuals on standby. It's their right. It's their right.
Ones that are studies about this and that.
Big word about misogyny and human rights and this right and that right and that right. And while they're telling us that, our race continues to go down and continues to die.
Good afternoon, caller. Caller,
good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Juliet and your co-host.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
We have 1 minute, caller.
The children of the 80s and 90s, I feel them get
the last of the good upbringing, yes.
Yes, because I remember when I used to go to church, Juliet, you could have never go to church without your head being covered. You understand? You couldn't even wear jewelry to go to church. You couldn't wear short things. You used to have to wear clothes over your knees when you're going to church. Even going to school was the same thing. You know, we had to pull the socks quite up and all of that, ribbons in we had and everything. We could not go to school with no colored hair and things. We used to have to go home and take it out, you know? So now is a different time in Juliet, because you see, we have to remember too, Juliet, we living in the last days.
Of course.
And Satan really is using music to interfere with
media as a
God's
whole.
children's minds, because Look, they start to bring soca music and gospel. Juliet, if you sing a gospel slow, you will feel the power of God.
No matter the dose that I want to become my mother, and you is friend with that is, she just get angry where that is concerned, She says, say, you don't see her soca music and want to wine take. If you hear gospel like that, you want to do wine and wine take.
No, well, there's my belief, right? When they were singing it like more slow, and to me, I used to feel like the power of God moving.
Yes.
You know, in the midst. But now with the whining and dancing, and I don't believe that Jesus really is a part of that. That is
okay, Cora, leave it there. We out of time. Sorry about that. But you're absolutely correct.
Hello.
What's really going on?
I don't know. You told me. I'm feeling lonely, baby.
Word.
I'm in my lingerie.
So you can call me over, I'ma be a lover. You know you turn me on, yeah. Boy, you know you're sexy, you got me going crazy. Because you're hot from your bond, yeah. You can call me over, I'ma be a lover. You know you turn me on, yeah. Boy, you know you're sexy, you got me going crazy. Because you're hot from your bond, yeah. Chillin' with my shorty, I can let her know. I wanna take a wine on you, hey. I'll drink to that, I'll drink to that, We can get together, we can do whatever, doing what we do. Hey. I'll drink to that, I'll drink to that. Rubbing on the left hand, Baba to the right hand, tripping on the Rary road. Hey. I'll drink to that, I'll drink to that. Carnival Monday, Carnival Tuesday, we're on the road having fun. I'll drink to that, I'll drink to that. Boy, you know this thing that we got going on. We gotta keep it on the low, low, low. I'ma be your secret baby boy, and don't want nobody else, so no, no, no. You know you are my baby. I'm head over heels for you. This thing that we got here going is just between me and you. Chillin' with my shorty, I can let her know. I wanna take a wine on you. Hey. I'll drink to that. I'll drink to that. We can get together, we can do whatever, doing what we do. Hey. I'll drink to that. I'll drink to that.
I'll Drink to That, powered by Diaspora Productions and available on iTunes now.
With each passing day, it's getting closer to Christmas, and there's lots of specials around, but not as great as Super Quality One-Stop Supermarket. We have the lowest price on all ham and turkey, Christmas goodies like black cake, assorted biscuits, mixed nuts, fresh vegetables and produce, also Christmas decorations, household mini appliances, curtains, rugs, and so much more. Super Quality is the perfect one-stop shop with lots of parking at our 3 locations. Tissue Drive, Twin City Industrial Estate behind IAM, 98 Endeavour Road, Shoguanas, and number 14 Exchange Road in Couva. Check us out today. Super Quality for the lowest prices this Christmas. Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook or call 223-9715. It's all about Super Quality this Christmas. Earn your business administration degree in just 1 year with the internationally recognized program from the UK's University of Hertfordshire. Holders of an ABE Level 5 diploma or an advanced diploma or associate degree in business or related field may apply. Online classes are currently available. Attend our free online information session on Saturday, 12th December from 11 a.m. and qualify for up to $4,000 off your tuition. To register, call 671-2551 or email us at study@ctscollege.com or visit our website at ctscollege.com.
Have yourself a Caesar Christmas and save with Little Caesars Pizza. 'Tis the season to be jolly as hot and ready pizzas are now only $50. That's right. Enjoy a scrumptious large pepperoni or cheese pizza for only $50. Visit Little Caesars at Maraval Plaza, Arapita Avenue, Tissue Drive, Arima, C3 Center, or Gulf City Mall. Or order curbside pickup or delivery with Hello Food TT. Download, click, or call 235-FOOD. This offer is for a limited time only, so get it now. It's ready now.
Pizza.
Supermarket. This is IWER George. Cleaver Road and environment. Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. They have the best price with a wide range of snacks and sweets. Eat Friday. Market Saturday. Big specials and alcohol. Located at number 4 Cleaver Road and ADC Supermarket. Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. Put food on your table. Don't forget, we have free delivery. ADC have real good prices, boy.
Yes, everybody, come on. As we bring down the curtain, we want the Lord to cover us tonight.
Yes, earlier, Sean Daniel here, talking about Wednesday, the 9th December, and telling you season's greetings, man. IWER George and Fun Me TNT say is virtual praises from 6 p.m. Wednesday, the 9th December. All you come in, call your neighbor, bring your bottle and spoon. And if you want, you can go to Facebook at IWER George, Instagram at IWER George, and YouTube at IWER TV. Come in, man, bring your friend, bring your neighbor. Season's greetings, virtual praises. Sean Daniel says so.
Streaming live on Instagram at IWER George, Facebook Neil IWER George, and YouTube IWER TV. It's IWER Stage.
Our massive Christmas sale now on at thebesttoys.com. Only $449 for the Amazon Fire tablet here at Best Toys. If your child needs a device to access Zoom class, look no further. Log on to thebesttoys.com and place your order now. We also have a variety of the best toys at the best price, so order your Christmas toys now. Don't allow this opportunity to pass. We have the best brands and toys that you love, like Fisher-Price, Mattel and Barbie, VTech, Baby Alive, Hot Wheels, Water Blaster, trucks, planes and train sets, doll houses, board games, Play-Doh, our wide selection of blocks and buildables, remote control cars, pretend kitchen sets, cooking sets, pretend tool sets, action figures, and stuffed toys. No credit card required for purchase. Check us at thebesttoys.com or call 312-8697 now. That's 312-8697 today. Our massive Christmas sale now on at thebesttoys.com.
Celebrate the 30th anniversary of Cost Cutters, where you get more for 10. Western coconut milk, 4 packs, $10. Smart Choice powdered soap, $10. Pringles, 2 for $10. Catelli small elbows, 4 packs, $10. Potatoes, 10 pounds, $10. Condensed milk, $10. All-purpose flour, 2 2-pound packs for $10. Cost Cutters, where you get more for 10.
Anything can be yours. Every day we make dreams come to reality. Your number one stop for furniture, appliances, and electronics. Serving you since 1950. American Stores. Anything can be yours at American Stores.
Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy.
Wow.
Here at O'Neill Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-sign-up. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud. Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
Change is the only constant in life, and 2020 is definitely the year of changes. Eastern Credit Union is here to make life easier for you with our Seasons Change Loan campaign. Get up to 10 times your shares and have a chance to win a grand prize of $20,000 cash. And to make it even sweeter, your first full payment will be due on January 31st, 2021. Call Eastern Credit Union at 800-4328 or visit our website at www.ecunewexperience.com to apply for your Seasons Change loan today. Special conditions may apply and loans are subject to normal lending criteria. This promotion runs until December 31st, 2020 and is approved by the NLCB.
Eastern Credit Union, leading the way.
This Christmas, enjoy Simply More from Digicel Plus. Do more online faster with Simply More speeds starting at 100 megabytes per second. Enjoy better Wi-Fi coverage at home with 50% off smart Wi-Fi for 3 months. Watch more premium entertainment anytime with 50% off HBO for 3 months. Feel safer at home with 50% off smart home for 3 months. Plus, you'll be entered in the grand prize draw to win $100,000 cash and much more. Sign up for Digicel Plus services for amazing savings today. Call 866+ or visit digiceltt.com. Digicel Plus. Better together this Christmas.
Share the Live. Share the Live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the Live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the Live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the Live. The Street 919 FM.
Welcome back. I'm going directly to the lines because we just have about 20 minutes again to go, or under 20 minutes. Caller, good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon to you, Miss David, and to Small Dread.
Yes, man.
I so appreciate you two individuals, because it appears to me that many people are only willing to address one side of what will continue to be a problem in our society.
Precisely.
You see, we expect that though we don't have an efficient police service and we see it daily, we expect that when persons do wrong, the people in charge are going to come out and be very efficient, like how they would run out to find the phone of a politician, right? Or like how we would be aggressive, Mr. Griffith, to go after people who post on social media, but not one day we would see you go after the comments made by Mr. Predecessor to Marlene McDonald. You understand? It is the consistent bias that is displayed, right? Why haven't anyone or the Minister of Education run out and give an excuse as to mental illness being the reason why these persons found themselves in trouble or doing these things? Because where they sit in society, it is not a member of the children of the elite or whatever it. But as I continue to say, people in this country, if all don't wake up right now, I sent a voice note yesterday saying that I am fed up of the PNM taking the fact that the UNC is no good and using that as a reason to give us things halfway in this country. We have seen increase in penalties across the board in a number of different things. Where is the increase in penalties for all the allegations that politicians find themselves in? Where is it? Where is it? Where is the deterrent for that? When are we going to see an increase in the problem that we have in here, littering daily? You just stand up on Frederick Street for a few minutes and see if you don't see somebody littering. You might see a police passing right next to them and do nothing. What is going on in this country, people?
Well, caller, with all the illegal play,
check ourselves. All of us are responsible and have a part to play.
Of course.
All of us.
Of course.
Because, Small Dread,
yeah.
When in this country is anybody else going to benefit from the work of the police as how they operated in the Philippines? Right now, I am by my gazebo ledge with over 100 and something grams of marijuana. You know why they would not run after this, me saying this on tape, incriminating myself? Because of the precedent they already set based on how they did with the fine in the Philippines. police officers continue to go on raids, right? And destroy evidence, which they have no grounds to do. Cut down fields of marijuana. You understand? The same thing that you call plant-like substance for years. And I'm moving on to Kevin Clark now because I have a lot to say, right? A lot of people done charge already in the same bank and all they ain't throw them out. The man in charge yet. What's the first course of action? Gary Griffith was glad to come and say he's a soldier and not a police officer. But Gary Griffith needs to remember there is protocol that all it is be talking about, which is somebody from that premises ought to be present in every room that all you're going to search.
Okay,
so
Caller, you have to leave it there because you're changing. Caller, you're changing our conversation. Leave it there. Caller, good afternoon and welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, Small Jet.
Hey, Ron.
Yes. Well, it is plain to see that we've all been cultured over the thousands of years of this Europeanized oppression that we're living under. And for nothing, they wouldn't see the rationality that all we come from the same place. Every man, Jack, you could call it a Western culture, you could call it a Chinese culture, Hindu culture, Muslim culture. All of them come from the same strand of DNA that is nested in Africa. And it wasn't even called Africa then. So they're just making style and running wild. But overlooking the fact that we are all one. They really can't prove they have any difference between us, you know. They have no scientific proof that there's differences between us. Absolutely none.
Okay, caller, thank you. We get the point.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Let me just remind you all, IWER stage this week begins today.
Tomorrow.
Just before. What today is?
Tuesday.
I'm running down the time. Tomorrow. I'm running down the time. Let me say congratulations on behalf of the management and staff of 919 FM and of course IWER stage to Miss Evangeline Thomas, winner of the portable Bluetooth speaker system. This week on IWER stage we will have two winners. Each will win a voucher in the value of $500, redeemable at ADC Supermarket. To win, you must contribute. Contributions can be made using your B Mobile or Digicel handset by texting to 9191, which allows you to contribute only $20. Go to Fund Me TNT, choose the campaign of your choice and contribute. U.S. fans, please use Cash App payable to 1-863-594-3659. The winners will be selected on Sunday, 13 December at 7 p.m. View IWER stage live streams on Facebook at The Street 919 FM and Neil IWER George, YouTube and IWER TV, and The Street also IWER George on IG. Contribute to your culture and always be a winner. Caller, good afternoon and welcome.
My beloved, good afternoon. How are you?
Welcome, yes.
And good afternoon to your guests.
Pastor Johnson?
Yes, man. Good afternoon.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yes, so 1324 proverb.
That's it.
With wholeness, correction from the child. You know, chasing your son while there is hope. You know, and do not set your heart on his destruction. You know, there's someone said some time ago that parents went to visit their son in jail, and the son asked the mother to come close. And when she came close, he put on her ears.
Yes, I heard of that.
Right. And you know, if she'd only train him up in the proper way, she wouldn't be here today. You know, and you know, one of the problems is a lack of fathering in the home.
Yes.
Yes, you know, and
the man has been immaculated. There has been emasculated.
Yes, you know, and sis, brother, people, listen carefully. Anyhow you turn today, whether it's in the church, in the school, in the media, across the board, you're not seeing men in the front line. So even in the home. So when a young man growing up and the father is not in the home.
The value system.
Exactly. He go to school, is a woman teaching him. He goes to church, is a woman is the pastor. I mean, the list goes on and on. When he want to identify where he's going to the gangs, he's going to the community, and that is something we have to look to see how we could bring back. You know, you see these fellas driving their vehicles and they're hanging out on the doors of the cars. You know, right in Arima, they come in and they're picking up these children after school. And if you see they're hustling on the road, the music they're playing, you're quite right. It is in the music, it is in the movies, the YouTube videos, the list goes on and on. And for anybody who wants to tell you, it is in the cartoons. So you find they're trying to set the children from very early to accept. So they become desensitized to what is wrong.
Pastor Johnson.
That is what the music does.
Pastor Johnson.
Yes.
Are you aware that they are now saying that children can determine what sex they want to be?
Yes.
Yes, I am aware of that. Okay. You know, and that is where the world going. You know, so the lines are blurred. So you cannot deal with. They're talking about want to teach sex education in school, right? Which I do not approve, and parents in the majority of cases do not approve that, because it should be taught in the home. But how could it be taught in the home when a lot of these children bring in children, right? And you have the WAP lifestyle where they're telling you it's a neutral gender. So you need a male or a female. Whichever gender you want to accept, you accept it. I mean, that is, the Bible says, when they refuse to retain God in their knowledge, he gives them over to a reprobate mind. Romans. That is what people need to understand. Unless when you were growing up, I was growing up, and all of us, you know, as the caller said previously, in the 80s and 90s, you had certain values that was instilled in children. Good morning, excuse me, please, thank you, mommy, daddy, Mr.
And
Mrs.
even in the education system, you had to say your prayers before and after meal. You would go to church all the time, and there was some kind of values to your spiritual and moral values to your bringing.
Yes, and you see, it brings the fear, a certain fear, a respect. God. You know, but no longer that gone through the window. When I was going to school, you know, in the Anglican school, you know what the song they used to sing when we close enough in the afternoon? If I have offended any soul today, if I have turned anyone away, please forgive. Just think about that. So you're leaving the school with, if you have offended anyone, please forgive me. That is the attitude. But today, no. People offend you and you tell them you're sorry. Or they say you offend them and you tell them you're sorry, and they will look into to knock you down. You know, I mean, because they don't know about the value of saying you're sorry or please forgive me, or you know. So it takes, as you said, it's a holistic. That's the whole thing. Yes. You have to bring all this in the mix in order to have a balance, and that is where the father, the mother come in, and then as they say, community to raise a child. When you're growing up, I mean, you talk about you get licks. But it didn't do us wrong. It did us
nothing. That's correct.
Yeah,
it made us better.
It made us good.
Yes.
I mean, let me tell you this before I close. I got so much of licks in school. A little Indian teacher, he beat me so much that I went to school and I put cardboard in my pants. You know what I'm telling you all? So that when I got licks because yes, and when he hit the first thing and he what is that boy? You know, because it's cardboard.
And that whip used to be guava whipper.
Yes, and sometimes
with tape.
And Cameron.
Yes, you know, but as you have said, and I've said, and so many others, you know, it have not done us wrong. It did us good. You know, the psychologists want to say is because parents do that to the children out turning out and creating or putting violence on people. It's a lie from the pit of hell.
Leave it there. Leave it there.
Yes, have a good evening.
Sorry,
to you all.
Sorry that I have to cut you off.
No problem. You all have a wonderful evening in Jesus' name.
Same to you, man.
Well,
thank you.
You can give your closing.
Yeah, just before we leave, I think what really is the frightening part is that people don't believe in God 100%. They believe it has something up there or something. People don't want to believe that we actually living in the last days. That's the first part. You familiar with the term pedosexual?
No.
A pedosexual, the pedo, which is the prefix of the word, pedo comes from pedophilia. What they are saying is someone, they are just naturally attracted to people who are younger than them. That is what a pedosexual is. It is no longer a sick man who wants to rape children.
I want to continue this conversation tomorrow now. I want to continue this conversation tomorrow. There's a lot to be discussed.
A lot of evil, and people need to stop. You see, people need to realize that the increase in evil is only because God forewarned you about this. This is the last days, and we have to prepare ourselves and protect ourselves.
Educate ourselves.
And of course.
And our
children, yes.
Folks, keep it locked to the Street 909 FM. Up next, Aisha Wells, the news, and more. And don't forget, IWER Stage begins tomorrow, Wednesday, with praise and worship gospel. Keep it locked. Thank you, Small Dread, for joining me.
Always.
Bye. Precious Cynthia.